Let's talk about something you see every day but rarely notice: glass. It's everywhere, from the windows in your home to the towering skyscrapers that define our cities. Yet, we seldom stop to think about its origins or the incredible journey it takes to become a part of our daily lives. Look at any city skyline, towers of steel and concrete, all sheathed in glass. These gleaming structures are a testament to modern engineering and design, but they also tell a story of transformation and innovation. But where does all that glass come from? It starts as sand. Yes, the same granular material you find on a beach or in a desert. This humble beginning is the first step in a complex process. The same stuff you find on a beach is transformed into the gleaming walls of skyscrapers. Through a series of intricate steps, sand is purified, melted, and molded into sheets of glass. Through intense heat and chemistry, we turn gritty sand into a solid that behaves like a liquid: glass. This transformation is nothing short of magical, involving temperatures that can reach up to 1700 degrees Celsius. A single skyscraper can have thousands of windows. Each one is a marvel of engineering designed to withstand the elements while providing clear views and natural light. The Burj Khalifa's glass would cover 17 football fields. This staggering amount of glass is a testament to human ambition and the desire to reach new heights. All of it began as sand. This simple material undergoes a remarkable transformation to become the transparent, strong and versatile substance we rely on. It's a testament to human ingenuity, taking one of Earth's most common materials and making it the face of our cities. The journey from sand to skyscraper is a story of innovation, hard work, and creativity. The process is centuries old, but at its core, it's still about melting sand. Ancient civilizations discovered the secrets of glassmaking, and we've been refining the process ever since. Next time you see a glass tower, think about the journey from sand to skyline. Consider the countless hours of labor, the scientific advancements, and the artistic vision that make it possible. Behind every window are miners, chemists, furnace operators, and engineers. These unsung heroes work tirelessly to turn raw materials into the glass that shapes our world. It's a dirty, hot, and precise job. The conditions are challenging, but the results are nothing short of spectacular. This is how we build our world, one grain of sand at a time. Each piece of glass is a small part of a much larger picture, contributing to the beauty and functionality of our urban landscapes. The story of glass is the story of modern life. It's a tale of transformation, innovation, and the relentless pursuit of progress. And it all starts with a simple, overlooked material. The next time you look through a window, remember the incredible journey that piece of glass has taken to be there. You can't just scoop up beach sand and make skyscraper windows. It might look like the perfect raw material, but looks can be deceiving. The sand beneath your feet at the beach is actually one of the worst choices for making high-quality glass. Beach sand is full of impurities, shells, minerals, even iron, that ruin glass. These impurities can cause bubbles, streaks, and unwanted colors in the final product. Even a small amount of contamination can make glass brittle or cloudy. For skyscrapers, you need silica sand, at least 95% pure silicon dioxide. This level of purity is essential for creating glass that's strong, clear, and flawless enough to stretch across entire buildings. This special sand comes from select quarries and mines, where nature has already done most of the sorting. These sites are rare, and finding them is a science in itself. These deposits are mined in huge open pits using massive machines. The scale of these operations is staggering, with tons of sand moved every day to meet the world's demand for glass. Silica sand is whiter, finer, and more uniform than beach sand. Its grains are almost perfectly round and smooth, making it ideal for melting into glass. Its purity comes from eons of natural washing and weathering. Over thousands of years, water and wind have removed impurities, leaving behind only the cleanest grains. Even tiny amounts of iron can tint glass green. Unacceptable for skyscrapers. That's why the search for the right sand is so intense. The smallest trace of the wrong mineral can ruin an entire batch. That's why glass manufacturers are so picky about their sand. Every shipment is tested and retested to make sure it meets strict standards. Geologists find the deposits, heavy equipment operators dig it up. It's a team effort, combining science, engineering, and a bit of luck. The journey from mine to factory is just the beginning. The sand still has to be cleaned, sorted, and prepared before it's ready for glassmaking. Only the purest sand makes the cut. Each grain is scrutinized, and only the best are chosen for the next step. The rest is left behind. It's a process of elimination, with strict quality control at every stage. Purity is everything in the world of glass. Without it, those gleaming skyscraper windows would be impossible, a testament to the hidden science behind every pane. Even high-quality silica sand isn't ready for the furnace yet. It's mixed with clays and iron particles that must be removed. The sand gets an industrial-scale bath, attrition scrubbing. Sand and water churn in tanks, scouring away impurities. Lighter particles are washed away, leaving clean silica. Next, flotation. Chemicals attach to impurities. Air bubbles lift them to the surface, and they're skimmed off. Powerful magnets and spiral separators remove the last traces of iron and heavy minerals. By the end, the sand is over 99% pure silica. It's been washed, scrubbed, floated, and sorted. This is a wet, messy, but crucial job. Only now is the sand ready for glassmaking. Every step matters. One missed impurity can ruin a batch. Clean sand is the foundation of clear glass. The transformation is just beginning. With pure sand in hand, it's time to mix the perfect batch. This is where the journey of glass truly begins, at the very heart of the process, with the raw materials that will soon be transformed by fire and chemistry. Pure silica, the main ingredient, melts at over 1700 Dao, hotter than lava itself. To make this process more practical and energy efficient, we add soda ash, which lowers the melting point significantly, making it possible to work with the material on an industrial scale. Soda ash is essential, but it comes with a catch. It makes the resulting glass water-soluble, which means it would dissolve if exposed to moisture. Clearly, that's not ideal for windows or bottles. To solve this, we add limestone. This ingredient acts as a stabilizer, making the glass durable, long-lasting, and able to withstand the elements. Without it, glass would be fragile and unreliable. Sometimes recycled glass, known as cullet, is added to the mix. Cullet not only helps everything melt more evenly, but it also saves energy and reduces waste, making the process more sustainable and environmentally friendly. Each ingredient is carefully weighed with precision. The exact proportions are crucial. Even a small error can affect the quality of the final product. In glassmaking, the recipe is everything. The result of this careful measuring and mixing is a dry blend called the batch. It's a powdery mixture, but it holds the potential for something extraordinary. This batch is then sent by conveyor belt to the furnace, where the real transformation will take place. The journey from raw material to molten glass is about to begin. The batch house operator's job is both dusty and noisy, but it's absolutely critical. They oversee the entire mixing process, ensuring every batch meets strict standards. The quality of the final glass depends on getting this mix exactly right. Every window, bottle, or screen starts with this careful attention to detail. It's a bit like baking, but instead of flour and sugar, you're working with minerals, chemistry, and intense heat. The right blend means strong, clear glass, ready to be shaped into everything from skyscraper windows to delicate glassware. But one mistake, and the whole batch is wasted. There's no room for error at this stage. Precision here sets the stage for everything that follows. The entire production line depends on this first step being perfect. Now, with the batch ready, it's time for the real heat, the moment when science, skill, and raw power come together to create glass. The furnace is where the magic happens. The batch is fed into a massive, always hot furnace, running non-stop for years. Inside, temperatures reach 1500 degrees C. Soda ash and limestone melt first, dissolving the tough silica grains. The mix boils and foams, releasing gas bubbles. Careful temperature control helps bubbles escape, leaving clear, uniform molten glass. Refining agents may be added to speed up the process. By the end, the gritty mix is a glowing, bubble-free river of liquid glass. Furnace operators work in extreme heat, monitoring every detail. Their job: tame the fire, create perfect molten glass. The next step: shaping this molten river. Turning molten glass into flat sheets requires the float glass process. The liquid glass flows onto a bath of molten tin. Glass floats on tin, spreading out perfectly flat, like oil on water. The speed of pulling determines the glass's thickness. Faster means thinner. Slower means thicker. This process creates sheets with uniform thickness and flawless surfaces. The glass ribbon, up to 3 meters wide, is gently cooled as it moves along the tin bath. At about 600 degrees Celsius, it's solid enough to be lifted onto rollers. What emerges is a continuous ribbon of perfectly flat, transparent glass. It's a delicate dance of temperature, speed, and gravity. The float process is the heart of modern window glass, from chaos to order, in minutes. The glass ribbon is solid, but it's stressed and fragile. To make it stable, it must be annealed. The glass enters a long, temperature-controlled oven called a layer. It's reheated slightly, letting internal stresses relax. Then, it's cooled slowly and evenly, surface and core together. This process can take minutes or hours, depending on thickness. Patience and precise temperature control are key. Once cooled, the glass is strong and stable. It can be cut, handled, and installed safely. Annealing is invisible, but essential. It turns fragile sheets into reliable building material. Without it, skyscraper glass wouldn't survive. For skyscrapers, glass must be even tougher and safer. Most architectural glass is tempered. Annealed glass is cut, then reheated and rapidly cooled, quenching. This creates compressive forces on the surface, making it 4 to 5 times stronger. If it breaks, it shatters into small, harmless pieces. Tempered glass is used in cars and skyscrapers alike. Every sheet is rigorously tested for strength, clarity, and safety. Impact, thermal shock, and wind load tests ensure it can handle extreme conditions. Only glass that passes every test is installed high above city streets. Quality control is relentless. Safety is non-negotiable. The toughest jobs make the safest cities. Next time you see a glass tower, remember, it started as sand. That journey, from mine to furnace, tin bath to tempering, turns the ordinary into the extraordinary. The Burj Khalifa, the Shard, One World Trade Center, all clad in glass made from the purest sand. The recipe is ancient, but the scale and precision are modern marvels. Glass connects the ancient world to the future. It's a dirty job, done by unseen hands, that makes our cities shine. The humble grain of sand is the unsung hero of the skyline. Extraordinary things come from ordinary materials. It takes grit, literally and figuratively, to build our world, and it all starts with the audacity to melt sand.